Morning, this is Ben. I want to respond to this video, Hitchens Destroys God, and say that Hitchens did not destroy God in this video. And we'll just look at Hitchens' points. He gave some reasons not to believe in God, and he said, you know, if these reasons aren't convincing to you, then then you're stupid. Which, you know, anyone can say that about anything. I can say that, you know, I went to the bathroom the other day and I crapped a 4,000 foot long turd, and if you don't believe it, you're stupid. I mean, I can say that. It's real easy to say. It's hard to sustain it. So let's look at the attempts to sustain it. Well, reasons not to believe in God. He gave totalitarianism, you know, is undesirable. He looked at totalitarianism like North Korea, or it's so bad when it happens on earth. And he said in Christianity it's inescapable. You have this super totalitarian God who like rules you. Even if you die, you're still under his rule. Response. I'll respond to what Hitchens is saying. Totalitarianism is not a bad thing if it is run by a perfect being, God, who never does anything wrong. God is not Kim Jong-il. The problem with human totalitarianism is the humans, not the totalitarianism. Okay. Then he said that the existence of God, you know, in monotheism, it insults us because it makes us need God for morality. He's saying, you know, things like human solidarity, knowledge of right and wrong, or acute awareness of what is fair and unfair, all of a sudden these things have to be attributed to God and not us, and it's very insulting to us, and brings down our, you know, our level, makes us look bad basically. And my response is, what does that have to do with anything? You know, this insult, what does it have to do with anything? If you break the law, are we supposed to refuse to believe that you broke the law on the basis that it insults you to believe that you broke the law? The question is what is true, not what you would like to be true. You know, he even started out by saying, you know, the existence of God, it's just not true. I don't know, it's Dawkins who always says that you know, it doesn't sound nice for there to be no God, but it's the truth and we have to go with it. I mean, anyway. His next point, religion is our primitive attempts at explanation. I'm just trying to summarize here. You know, religion is ignorance. Our first is our worst attempt at explanation. He says we now have better explanations, and religion is now even perilous to civilization, and natural explanations are more beautiful. In other words, to summarize what he said in another way, to say it as simple as I can, religion can't be true because it's old, and sometimes dumb things have been said by religion. That's what he said. Because he was, well, here's my response. Just because some religions said some things that were wrong, why must we say that all religions always do that? What about religious views that have stood the test or tests of time completely unchanged? Or, to look at it from an alternative point of view, should we throw out science because it has sometimes been wrong? Okay, so we'll move on to the fourth point. Human evolution, you know, 100,000 years ago, humans were immoral, horrible people for half their existence on Earth. God came to barbaric Middle East instead of China, where people can write and think. And then God used animal sacrifice and plagues to straighten people out, and he says he finds it, you know, horribly unconvincing. Response. Here, certain facts have been left out, which appears to be deliberate. Religion predates Middle Eastern religions. It even does so in China. It may even predate the evidence that we have, which, by the way, dates to 50,000 years ago. Furthermore, these barbaric Middle Easterners just so happen to be Mesopotamia, which is what the Greeks called it. Okay, what did they give to the world? They invented the wheel, farming, irrigation, writing itself, law, and civilization itself. it migrated out from there to places like China. That's the end of my response, and I'll leave it at that.